So thank you very much for that. And thank you also for actually taking half the time allotted to you for your presentation. Because that will give us a lot more time for discussion. Rabbia?
Thank you very much, Ji, for such interesting and insightful paper. I am very excited to hear about it. It was very interesting. Paper talks about language discourse of Orientalists. The paper also presents a stimulating thoughts how Orientalists define they and their experiences. It also highlights that feminists have latest language, and now I am not going into detail summary of this paper, but it's basically highlight caste and axis of hegemony in Indian Hindu feminism, and the direct feminism as breaking the ideal of universal sisterhood and inserting the self in academic writing, co-optive alternative sexualities for imperialist hegemonic interest, for example, he referred to washing, productive effect of power, we are the products of the very system we subvert, classification as hegemony, the historical production, description of category of body and borderline consciousness, and how the D paper help us to think about feminism in the context of Pakistan. For example, when we see the parallel notions, how we think about feminism in Pakistan. For example, we can say that Pakistani feminism, and then there is ethnicity and nationalism. You can say Brohi feminism, Sindhi feminism. It can be Continuum feminism as well. Later on we can discuss, because I'm more looking for the questions from audience as compared to G. Because we need to open up these sort of questions which we thought they still need to challenge and they still need to question them. And then how state-centric feminism and movement people and centric feminism, for example, now the emerging trend is about indigenous feminism as well. Most of the people, those who want to associate themselves with indigenous feminism, much of the feminist academic scholarship here speak in a universal, impersonal and unrequited voice. I'm talking in the context of Pakistan. Feminist discourse in Pakistan is one that has at times loaded with imperialism. Queer politics in Pakistan is only just beginning to emerge. When Fatima has already mentioned that when we are talking about the feminism, the women-centeredness of Pakistani feminism, in this many ways it will reduce the man-women binary, leaves little or no space for queerness, reinforces the assumption of gender women. जब अक्सर हम when we are talking into class discussions, तो ये बहुत important question होता है कि जब आप practice में जाते हैं तो only dilutes के women हैं. Although we have justification के why we are focusing women, but it's again another debate. But in country where women have been so thoroughly invisibilized and face strong repression, and the women movement is weak and fragmented, I have quoted this from Movina's second paper, which she has prepared for the FES country briefing paper. So it's not only my stuff that women movement is weak and fragmented, and just referring it. The critique of women-centered of Pakistani feminism justified. Does feminism have to become strong before it can be legitimized or criticized, and what is our notion of strength? I found this fascinating for me. It raised certain questions, especially in the context of Pakistan, and it is linked with the debate of center and periphery. I am more curious to know how the direct women pose a serious challenge to the idea of global sisterhood, universal sisterhood, It is refreshing to see the self is missing from academic language, and I am really interested to see how we can change that, make self is more loud, subjective and appreciated. Thirdly, how do we avoid the elitist trapping of academic language, which often replicates the power relation at the center in describing ourselves and our existence as a peripheral subjects? And how do we actually look at the core of sectors and its relationship to periphery, and how does extreme periphery relates or not relate? I'm giving the answer for these questions, but these are not from only G. And I would be more interested if we get a question from the audience and we can discuss it. But it's more about opening up the issues. Thank you.
Very much.